Our woke movies coming to an end. Movies like Captain Marvel, Hustlers, okay, movies like Hustler, Captain Marvel, Hustlers, Booksmart. I'm not going over so I'm going over those afterwards. Movies like Midsummer, Us, okay, movies that the critics continue to pop up, say are some of the best movies of the year, and no one will go to see them, okay, with the exception of Hustlers and Us and Captain Marvel. Every woke movie either underperformed or flopped, okay? Okay? If you look at the box office for all the woke movies of the year, I gotta go over, okay? In recent years, Rotten Tomatoes has established itself as the go-to aggregate site for audience and critical and audience consensus on movies and TV series. Scores, it's really the critics. Scores have revealed the celebrated events and considerable build-up and fan anticipation, while studios will utilize certified flash seal and promotional market. Simultaneously, the site has been drawn a bizarre war between fans and critics. It all started with The Last Jedi, and look at 2018's Venom for example. 29% on Photometer, but most people liked Venom, you agree with me. I had 100 lists of best movies. I put Venom. I get into the top 100, and of course we have Captain Marvel, Batwoman, Watchmen, TV shows. I haven't seen Watchmen. I'm not planning to because I don't want to give my money to the Watchmen. To be fair, fans and critics have disagreed on reviews for decades, but it feels like heightened now due to the infamous on wokeness and stuff, and many films and TV series succeed financially and become pop culture mainstays due to not being critical darlings. And this will likely continue for the foreseeable future. It's really a non-issue. Unfortunately, we want to be able to pick up with another problem. Review bombing. This year alone, there have been 3 high-profile cases of fans berating the sites with negative reviews for, Captain Marvel, which is still at 53%, Batwoman, and Watchmen. The issue is reviews have nothing to do with the quality of the product, more than the perception of it. Batwoman, because no, it's because the writing's terrible, okay? Not because, and also for its pro-feminist stance, but it's more than just that. The plot, okay, it's the writing, it's the acting, it's everything about Batwoman, okay? And which is saying, which 6% less than Catwoman, which is best comparison. Batwoman is not a perfect soul, but there's lots of noise, so ones are unable to sift through the feedback, improve the series, and of course, as well as true, they can't take any criticism and what it's worth because they can't. Because you know what? Instead of actually taking the criticism and you know what? Instead of actually taking the criticism and fixing it like what the Sonic movie is doing. Instead, they're going to say, "You racist, sexist trolls! How dare you don't like our feminist garbage? How dare you not like our garbage that we put out?" And then, of course, The Last Jedi. Perhaps it's a new omen to what's come. Variety of reviews is a hot topic and renewed application for the subjectively of art. But then, there are movies that they'll completely ignore that people actually like. Okay, that happen. you know there is a actual revolution in film going on. Okay, I talked about another video. Okay, it's about Read About Angel, Joker, and John Wick Chapter 3. The revolution against the wokeness. Okay, people just want good stories. Okay, I talk about Read About Angel, Joker, and John Wick Chapter 3. How the only 2 woke movies that actually make money. Okay, all of them has Disney's logo on it. Okay, and the other one is Hustlers, which only did well because there were no other movies other than It Chapter 2. And if you're not a fan of horror movies, you're gonna go see that instead. Okay, if you were looking for a movie in the theaters at that time. Okay, and they still haven't updated despite it being Sunday. And Hustlers just this movie for example, the SJWs and critics saying it's one of the best movies of the year, but no one really likes it. 65%. And on Metacritic, you say, oh, they were review bombing, Booksmart, such a paragon of movies, okay? These movies that the SJWs and critics keep popping up, like, Us, Booksmart, Midsummer, okay? Us actually made money because it's a low budget horror movie. But most people don't like it for other reasons other than the race of the characters, okay? More people just don't like it because it's just a boring movie. But the SJWs and critics saying it's one of the best movies of the year because racism, race and gender. That's the only reason why they like us. Okay. Also, I'm surprised they're not talking about this. Like Black Panther is like, I'm not surprised. Actually surprised they haven't talked about this. Oh, people don't like us, so they're review bombing this movie. Only 60% of people actually like this movie, and I'm surprised they didn't do the same thing with Black Panther. People actually didn't review bomb Black Panther. Okay, most people don't actually hate the movie. Okay, Black Panther has a similar score to Venom, which had a bad reviews by critics and as well. Black Panther here is saying at 39%, which it's very similar to Venom, which is saying at 80%, but it's not 97% like it shows here. Okay, okay. That shows that this movie is just not for everybody. Like with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, another movie that is not for everyone. Okay, that movie has a 70%. Okay, are people just evil for not liking Quentin Tarantino? But then we have Joker here. The STWs are absolutely mad. This is actually the same exact score on IMDb too. Okay, IMDb's score for Joker and the Rotten Tomatoes scores are exactly the same, 89 or an 8.9. Okay, the same exact score here. And on Metacritic it's 9.2, which is just as high as The Godfather. Okay, and this is a movie that didn't need CGI, it didn't need China, it didn't need all these other stuff. It was just a movie that told a story, and that was it. It made $800 million. And Captain Marvel, it needed China to make $1 billion. Okay, let's look at Captain Marvel's gross. Actually, okay, let's see. Okay, let's go here. Oh, Captain Marvel's here. Captain Marvel. Okay, box office. Let's go to the box office. International box office. Okay, it made $1.112 billion. Okay, Captain Marvel needed China to go to $1 billion. Okay, if it wasn't for China, it would have been at $970 million. Okay, and he had China to cost $1 billion. Okay, without China, it would be below $1 billion. I guarantee you that. Same thing of Aquaman. Aquaman did really well in China. I think people in China loved Aquaman. Same thing with Venom. It would have did way worse. Okay, Captain Marvel had that China release. Okay, to help it. So if you exclude the China release, it's really at $970 million. So it really didn't break $1 billion without China. Okay, it really didn't actually break $1 billion if you exclude Chinese money. Okay, money. Endgame would have passed Avatar if it wasn't for China, of course. And Avatar did have China sales as well, but even without China sales for both Avatar and Endgame, and Avatar will still make more money than Endgame without a China release at all. Here, and you can see here the internet sales for Endgame. The highest on here is of course the China release with $629 million. Without that China release, Avatar will stay number one. And Endgame will so as well as Infinity War. Okay, so is Rotten Tomatoes really? I think Rotten Tomatoes is starting to lose relevancy. It's not really wrong. It's really that critics that are starting to lose relevancy, not really Rotten Tomatoes, because you can just look at the audience score, which still exists unless they actually remove it. Okay, unless they actually remove the audience score. Okay, there. See here, Captain Marvel. I just went over China. Captain Marvel actually needed China to go to $1 billion, but Joker didn't need China. It's still at 89%. Okay, I'm comparing Joker to Captain Marvel. Okay, another movie that has even worse scores than not Captain Marvel, Joker, Alita Battle Angel. Okay, this movie actually has a higher audience score than Joker, 93%. But the critics, the lousy critics, they don't like anything that isn't Captain Marvel. Average rating for the critics in the SCWs is 46%. They think this movie is even worse than Batwoman. Okay, they gave Batwoman a higher score than Alita Battle Angel. Okay. Oh no, yeah, Batwoman has 71%. So according to these critics, okay, What Batwoman? I haven't watched Watchmen, so I haven't really seen anything to do with Watchmen. I seen the trailers of Batwoman. Okay, they look garbage. Okay, they look awful. They look like poop. Okay, and the show is basically just about feminism. Okay, a feminist agenda. Okay, and the real Battle Angel, according to these critics here, is worse than Batwoman. Okay, this is the double standard that these critics really live by, okay? Oh yeah, Batwoman, such an innovative movie, okay? And only 12% of people like it, okay? 6,000 people left the ratings for Batwoman, and it's still 12%, okay? If it was really review bombing, okay? If it was really review bombing, it would it would go up as more people give positive reviews, okay? Same thing with Captain Marvel, same thing with The Last Jedi and all these woke movies. If people were really review bombing these movies, okay, Booksmart, Us, and all these other movies, okay, and if people actually sell the actual opinions on the movies, which I don't think, but like IMDb removes reviews, okay, because it considered review bombing, okay. Look at Booksmart, it's still at 70, it's actually at 77%, but on Metacritic it's at like 5.3, and now people giving it 10 out of 10 saying, you bombing this movie, homophobic, if you don't like this movie, you're a homophobe, if you don't like this, terrible comedy, the worst comedy of, I don't know, there's actually worse comedies in Booksmart of 2019. There are, of course, those direct-to-DVD comedies that are way worse than Booksmart, but this movie is terrible. It's not funny at all, okay? Yeah, that's kind of people actually like this movie for some reason. Countdown. Yes, it's about the app that predicts your day of the death. Or another movie that the SWs are trying to get rid of is Zombieland Double Tap. They're trying to get rid of this movie. Okay, they're trying to get rid of this movie, saying, "Hey, it forces gender norms. We were offended by Zombieland Double Tap because it's not woke. It's not, woke movie. It's not a woke movie, so it's terrible. And, I just kind of find it funny that they gave Moves and Mistress of Evil a 41%. And of course, all the Disney fanboys was the only people going to go see this movie out of Disney fanboys, okay? The only people, okay? Most people who review movies on YouTube would usually fall into the critic section. The only people who have seen Moves and Mistress of Evil are the Disney fanboys and the Disney fan base, okay? The fans of Disney movies, okay? These are the only people actually giving the movie reviews. Okay? Giving this movie reviews. The Disney fanboys, okay? The Disney fans who will watch anything with Disney's logo on it. And you can see here, that's why the score for a movie like this is so high. Okay? Because the Disney fanboys are the only people really going to go see this movie. Because most of the general audience do not want to see this. Okay? There are some general audience who went to go see this movie, but most of the general audience are seeing Joker instead. Okay? Most of the general audience that are not Disney fanboys, okay, are going to see this instead. And Joker has 89% here, but Joker has like way more reviews here, okay. So really, only people who are going to see Maleficent Mistress of Evil are the Disney fans, and really everybody else doesn't care, okay. Everyone else does not really care about Disney's movies, okay. That's probably why the audience score is so high for the movie. And Adam Family, people actually think it's a decent movie. It's a 7 out of 10 movie for most people. On Rotten Tomatoes. On IMDb it's like 5.9 or something. But it's kind of like an okay movie. It's not really anything special, but it's kind of like a good time movie. It's a movie that you'll probably watch once and be done. Abominable, okay, I think that movie's problem is something else, okay? It's another Yeti movie, okay? People are going to say it's going to be a classic in the future, but, the movie isn't making money because, it's literally another Yeti movie within a year, okay? No one wants to see another Yeti movie. They could put this movie off a few months later, or a year later, like a year. Like I think this movie would have done better at Christmas instead of Spies in Disguise. Okay, Spies in Disguise sounds like a September movie. This movie sounds like a movie you'll release around Christmas. Okay, abominable. But that's not the world we live in. So Rotten Tomatoes is losing relevancy. Okay, so yes, Brie Larson and all these feminist movies and Captain Marvel. You guys will lose, okay? Captain Marvel 2 will flop. There's also this article I already talked about. It's an old article. That's basically it. Batwoman and Captain Marvel, get out of here.